I got asked, was Clyde Drexler's Portland Trailblazers team that he lost the finals to the Bulls better than the team that he won the chip with Hakeem and the Rockets in 95, the 92-95? That's a good question. And what it would have done for his legacy. Sometimes you get guys who, fortunately for Clyde, he got the three finals. He was one and two in them. Yeah. Went to three finals, one and two. So he lost to Detroit and lost to Chicago, but he won with Houston against Orlando. I think the Blazers team that went to the finals in 92, I would say was better than the Rockets team that won it in 95. But the game had kind of changed. There was a couple situations. They did go 6 games. Now, Houston swept Orlando, but was the totality of the talent. Looking at it, what the Blazers had, they had a good team. You got to think they went to two finals in the 90s. Clyde went to three finals in the 90s. People fail to realize, because see, when you talk about wins and losses, he went to three finals in the 90s. Should have been four. How they lost that 91 Western Conference Finals to Lakers still baffles my mind. But he did have what you call success. He did have, you know, it's just that sometimes people don't look at the totality when we talk about a career. So when we get into these kind of conversations, they kind of fall on deaf ears. And some people kind of say, well, he didn't really do all that and it wasn't all that. But hindsight, you look at it, he was knocking on the door. Funny thing in that Detroit series, I don't know, I can't remember. It was the defense that was just enough that the Pistons guard play. And I think it was more mental than against Chicago. As great as Jordan was in game one, the Bulls bench won game five with that onslaught. They came from behind. Rick Alderman always had a tendency to always kind of blow certain series. But asking the question, did Clyde Drexler have a better Portland team that lost in 92 than the Houston team that won in 95 is a good question. Because that Blazer team was something else. It's just that Jordan and them were a little bit better. And Phil Jackson and with Scotty and all that. But if you put that Blazer team in 92 against that Rocket team in 95, who do I think would win in a Western Conference showdown? As great as Olajuwon was playing, and he was out of his mind, you had Kenny the Jet, you had Robert Horry, Mario Elie. You had some people there on that Rockets team. So it all depends on the lineups and the switches. But when Portland was in their groove, they were a threat. So it's an interesting question about who do I think that Clyde Drexler did. The team that he lost with, was they better than the team he won with? I mean, because Olajuwon towers over everything else he had in Portland. That's the elephant in the room. But then we get to the other positions, and then you look at Rick Alderman compared to Rudy T. And you can say that Alderman might be a Junior Whopper version of what Rudy T accomplished. But Rick Alderman did get their team to two finals. And he did get, and Sacramento was in the West Conference Finals. He always showed he just never got to the brass ring as the man, but he was knocking on the door, style wise. So it's an interesting argument. It's an interesting debate. It'll be interesting how it all, how you put it into view. Um, it makes for interesting conversation. Which one was the one? And which one was better, and the totality of it all. So looking forward to how that one got me thinking, because it can't happen. And people forget how there's no shame in runner up and not winning at all, because Clyde Drexler got nothing to hold it. He's one of the greatest players ever played. But tell me what you think. Was that Blazer team that lost the finals better than the Rockets team that won with Clyde Drexler? Let me know what you think below. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another, and share it if you like. Hit that membership, because when you do, requests like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.